Hi, my name is Pelle Sinke from the Dutch research and consultancy firm CE Delft. And I'm happy to talk here today at TechBleak a little bit about the life cycle assessment of cultivated meat that I've worked on for the past 3 years and is still an ongoing project actually. We've published a report about this and I will share the findings from that report here. And currently we are working also on a manuscript to submit for peer review. This project was initiated a little over 3 years ago by two clients, Gaia from Belgium, an animal advocacy group, and the Good Food Institute from the US, but they are global. And they actually had a question about the environmental footprint and about the production cost of cultivated meat. And to be clear, that was looking towards the year 2030 to assess what is the environmental footprint of cultivated meat and the cost of production when the process is sort of mature and the first products are in the market. So you make a comparison. If you make a comparison to conventional meats, it's also more or less a fair comparison because the two technologies are both mature. So that was the basis for the question. In this presentation, I will talk about the life cycle assessment, so the environmental aspects. And for this study, we made an LCA model based on the sort of a projection that we received from companies for a situation which they see as feasible in 2030. And that's a commercial production scale for 10 kilotons. Per year from one facility and in the year 2030. And for this research we worked together, or we received data from over 18 companies active in cultivated meat production or in the supply chain. So companies delivering culture medium ingredients or the technology, for example. And we had to work with a lot of data from lab scale or from full scale in adjacent industries because, of course, the facility that we model is not here yet. The scope of this life cycle assessment was cradle to facility gate, which means that all the environmental impacts associated with production going upstream all the way to material extraction or the cultivation of agricultural products up to the moment that the product leaves the facility are included. It's an ex ante assessment. We're looking towards the future, so we also consider, for example, a future electricity mix. We're looking at multiple environmental indicators. Carbon footprint is the most famous one, but we also look at land, water, and resource use, and many other environmental indicators, for example, pollution related or toxicity related, which give a full picture of the environmental impact without focusing on one indicator alone. We were asked to compare as well to conventional protein products. So that's what we did. We compared to conventional meats, so chicken, pork, and beef, and we compared to plant-based alternatives. So the functional unit, the mode of comparison is 1 kilogram of high protein product in this study. Because we are looking at 2030, we are considering multiple energy scenarios. So the one energy scenario that we have is a global average mix of electricity. And the other one that we have is an electricity mix based on fully renewable energy. In addition to that, we made ambitious benchmarks, and with that I mean ambitious benchmarks especially for the conventional meat production, in which we look at what is the state-of-the-art meat production that is possible. And we did this to enable a very drawing robust conclusions about the environmental comparison between cultivated meat and conventional products. So if cultivated meat is more sustainable, then you have to compare it as well to even the state-of-the-art, even though that is not the global average mode of production, of course. And in addition, we perform many sensitivity analysis.